This segment of Open Up is brought to you in part by Abetaweed, the locally owned company that has everything you need for lush, weed-free gardens and lawns, from the smallest backyards to the property of the biggest businesses, and with top quality equipment and products better than the big chains, and they service what they sell. Located on Rosedale Highway, just east of Callaway, across from the promenade. Be loyal, buy local, abetaweed.com.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome back to Open Up. I have something special to tell you, Don.
Let's hear it.
Barry Rosenfeld has been a Rotarian for more than 30 years and has served as club president and Rotary Foundation president. Isn't that something? He currently serves on the board of the Bakersfield Twilight Rotary Foundation, as well as Rotary International's Rose Bowl Float Committee. Woo! He also represented Rotary, which was instrumental in helping to fund as well as deliver 50 mobile homes to people in need in Biloxi, Mississippi, following the devastation of Hurricane Katrina in 2005.
Those homes were sitting unused out by my property. I think we worked on that, getting those to Katrina.
Really?
Let's go over to Barry here. Barry,
Welcome, Barry.
So glad to have you. I think people need to know, if they don't, that Rotary, about 35,000 clubs in almost every nation in the world.
Just about every nation. There's over 1 million Rotarians worldwide. We have one of the largest foundations, and as a matter of fact, Bill and Melinda Gates asked Rotary to help them with their foundation,
Right.
and together as a collective group of Rotarians, and as what the Microsoft people have done as far as raising money for that foundation, we are real close to ending polio now through a capital campaign. So Rotary has done so much to serve both the international community, but also our local community. And I'm just so proud to have been a Rotarian for 30 years.
Yes, and its motto, service above self. You couldn't ask for a more noble motto to live by.
No question about it. No question.
Excellent, excellent. So why are we here today, Barry? Tell us.
Well, through my connections with Rotary, our foundation, the Bakersfield Twilight Rotary Foundation.
Then there's 7 clubs here in Bakersfield.
Exactly.
Quite remarkable.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and just highlight that real
Yes,
quick.
yes.
There's 5 clubs that meet at lunchtime, northeast, southwest, and the downtown club. So every day of the week there's a Rotary at lunch. On Wednesday, there's the Bakersfield Breakfast Rotary that meets in the morning, and our club is called Bakersfield Twilight. We're the youngest club. We're only 6 years old.
Happy hour. That's what
And
you
we're
wanted.
happy hour. That's right. We're happy hour, and we offer adult beverages at our meeting. And we've been around for 6 years. We're the youngest club, but we are very, very active. We have our own foundation, and my wife and I are very interested in helping our wounded warriors.
Okay.
And so is Sandy Foster, the president of our Rotary Club as well, and Jeremy Swanson, who's the president of our Rotary Foundation. So we decided as an organization that we wanted to donate money to the wounded warriors that are actually at a camp for 4 days in Caliente, and they're working and gentling with horses that bring their souls back, because these men and women, and I say women as well, Tina, because we have wounded warriors
Yes.
with PTSD that are women now. It's not just men. To see the looks on their faces, how they have enjoyed being part of a horse, because I've worked with Mayor locally, I've worked with the Maui Youth Camp, and a horse does so much to bring the soul back to a person.
Yes.
How do you explain that? How do you explain that?
A horse has a sixth sense. I really believe it has a sixth sense. And even though the horse is a big animal, if you hold your hand up when a horse is coming towards you, they'll obey you. You have to let the horse know who's in charge. And so at the camp in Caliente, they teach the horse to kneel. They teach the horse to walk around the wounded warrior. The wounded warrior pets the horse. The horse just loves the interaction, and the love that the wounded warrior feels is what's bringing them back to their former self, because they're not only injured physically, but the emotional scars just seem to be the worst of all.
And this is documented that this program with the horses. And I must say, I like horses too. I rode a horse for the first time a couple of years ago, and I was so scared. All I could think of were Western movies, and that this horse was going to throw me. But he was the gentlest horse, and just trotting along gently, and I want to do it again. So I like horses
And you know,
very
we can
much.
be intimidated because the horse is a big animal.
Right.
But what happens when I got into the corral with the horse, I was told to pet the horse in a certain place on its neck and on its shoulder, and that they would bond with you. And as you start to walk away from the horse,
Yes.
the horse will follow you because they feel the connection. And that's what helps our wounded warriors. And the wounded warriors that are at the camp in Caliente, they're there for 4 days. They live in a camp-like setting. There's a lodge, and they're given therapy by a therapist. They're given love by the horse, and they're connecting with other wounded warriors from all over the country.
You know, Tina, I've actually read accounts of as abused women watch this connection take place as they watch the person turn and the horse follow, that there's that connection. They just break out weeping. There's just something about watching that bond of love and care that it really reaches deep into the heart. And, you know, we keep hearing this same word arise in every love.
Yes.
Love. We just keep hearing it. It's like the regenerating spirit that
It begins with love and ends with love. And the horse, you know, you can do so much with him. The horse is, wasn't he called a beast of burden?
That's
you know,
right.
He can carry things for you and do so much. And then in turn, now the wounded warrior needs something back from the animal.
And I don't have enough wisdom to know if the horse is really giving love, but I can sense that the horse
Yes.
cares about the person in the corral with them. I can
Yes.
sense that.
Yes.
But again, I don't have enough wisdom to know that, but the warriors feel that love. And you keep saying it's all about love.
wow.
And it really is. And they can feel the bonding. And someone once said, and that's the reason the MARE facility locally, which helps people with special needs, there's nothing better for the soul of a human being than the back of a horse. And so when you put a special needs child with Down syndrome or cerebral palsy on the back of a horse at MARE, and you see the joy in their face, it is just absolutely amazing. Now, there's 6 adults that are helping balance everything.
Right.
As far as the wounded warriors go, they're not riding the horses; they're joining with the horse. So they're just working with the horse in a corral. And we had a really interesting situation when I was there, when Pat and I, my wife, were there on March the 30th, the last day that they were in their camp. They have a master horseman by the name of Billy Smith that they hired from New York, and he just knows horses. If you ever saw the Horse Whisperer, he is the Robert Redford. I mean, he knows horses. He's an amazing man, and what we did is we went in a corral. There was 4 of the wounded warriors were in the corral, and I was the square dance caller. And I was doing the square dance calling, and they were actually moving the horse slowly but surely as if they were in a square dance, going forward, going back, going sideways. And it was so fun. And I was in that corral, and I could just see the joy and the love that these wounded warriors were experiencing that day. And you just don't forget those things, do you?
wow, bow to your partner.
Oh. Now, Barry, is it true? I've heard, now I don't know how much you know about horses, but is it true that they sleep standing up? Have you heard that?
They sleep standing up and they sleep lying down. They do it
I
both.
do that,
I
so
don't.
what's the big deal?
I mean, a lot of people say that I'm asleep when I'm doing a public speech. You know, you look asleep to me.
Barry, tell us more. This is a nonprofit, a 501c3 organization.
Yes, it actually is the Wounded Warriors Rescue, and they started out rescuing Mustangs, and they continue to.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And they rescue the Mustangs in Nevada. Don, you probably know the areas I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so they've rescued the Mustangs, and they have the ranch in Caliente, and it's just an amazing place to be.
Yeah.
So they thought, well, Jill Starr, she's the one that started the 501c3, the nonprofit.
Okay.
She thought, well, we have the horses, we've gentled them to a large extent. Now we should think about doing something even more. And the more is we're going to bring in wounded warriors. And to that end, my Rotary Club is hosting a meeting on May the 20th
Okay.
at the Bell Tower Club. And so, can I say
Yes,
something about
please,
that?
talk.
Do we
Yes.
have,
Yes.
do
Rotary's
we have a
non-
graphic to go with this?
I don't know.
Okay.
We just have.
There it is. Bakersfield Twilight Rotary. There you can reach Barry Rosenfeld, brosenfeld1@gmail.com about this. So
Yes.
Barry, keep
Tell us
talking.
more.
Leave that up for a bit,
So
Chris.
there's a nominal charge of $20 to come to our Rotary meeting. It includes your non-alcoholic beverages and very heavy hors d'oeuvres. And so we would like everybody that's going to come to, so we know how many heavy hors d'oeuvres to prepare at the Bell Tower Club. We want to know how many people are coming. So if they could email me or
Okay.
call me
Okay.
and let me know they're coming.
Yes.
We'd like folks there by about 5:45.
Give us
because
the date again.
May the 20th, Wednesday, May the 20th.
Okay.
Wednesday, May the 20th, and we'd sure love to have as many people from the community that would like to hear more about this program. We're going to show a video, we're going to show the photographs of the people at the camp, and more people are going to be interested as a result of our outreach
Yes.
to help these people.
So you want more
Yes.
volunteers and more money, more donations, I would think.
They need money for the scholarships for these wounded warriors,
Okay.
and we all know that
Yes.
they've sacrificed so much
Yes.
for us. to
And one
protect
last
our
question.
freedom.
What's the average need, financial need for each warrior?
It is $1,166 to sponsor one rider.
Okay.
$1,166. It's a nice number.
right.
Less than $1,200. We'll sponsor one rider.
All right.
Wonderful. Barry Rosenfeld, thank you so much.
I really am so blessed, and I feel so pleased to be on your show today. You guys do a great job.
Oh, thank you. Okay, we're going to a break, and when we come back,
The power of prayer.
the power of prayer, Don says.